Well, good afternoon and welcome to Charlene's Kitchen. I wanted to show you a bunch of daffodils that I pulled from my garden. I've got tons of them, maybe 300. And I pull a batch out and I clip them down, especially if they're laying on the ground, and put them in this cute little vase that I got from Laura. Today we're going to make some cube steaks, and they were so beautiful I couldn't pass it up. And what I'm going to make with that is chicken fried steak. It's easy and it's so delicious. You're going to find that it's something very simple to make. See the little daffodils in the Coca-Cola bottle? I can't resist any of that. All right, so here we go. There's a few things that I wanted to point out about the about these chicken fried steaks that we're going to make. I pulled them out of the refrigerator so that they would be warm, room temperature. And I also patted them with paper towels so they would be dry. You don't want them to be wet. And the reason being is that if these steaks and a lot of things that you bread, they say, oh, my breading fell off. They say that it could be because the meat was, one, it could be too cold, and two, it was wet. It was wet. So I put them on the paper towel. Now I've seasoned them on the one side, so I'm going to turn them over now, and we'll season them now on the other side. And and I'm just seasoning it very simple. Just a little salt on each one, a little bit, a sprinkle. I'm going to bring this down now so you can see what I'm doing. And then of course a little pepper. I like a little pepper. I used a little garlic pepper on the other side, that kind of just for flavor. I've got my flour. It's all seasoned with just a little salt that I'm going to dredge these in. And here is my egg. I put 2 eggs in here, and I added a little half and half rather than water this time, because I want it to be a little thicker consistency. And then after that, it goes back into the flour mixture for the breading. So it's a double flour. And I've got some Crisco here, and let's see what's in the way so you can see. All right. Okay. So I've got some of my Crisco going here, and I've got a nice frying pan. We're going to get that heated up so that we want it ready. You don't want them sitting around too long. As I said, they say once you get them breaded, you want to get them into the frying pan. So we're going to wait till that gets nice and hot. Well, it looks like the frying pan is ready to fry up those steaks. So I'm going to bring this down so you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to just move that down like that. Okay. So I'm going to take that first little steak here. It's a cube steak, if you wonder what this is. And the butchers put this through a machine, and they run them through, and that's what tenderizes them. So you can see, it's like this is not ground meat, but it has that look to it, like a hamburger, even though it's not. That's because they put it through this little machine. Now, when you put your meat in the flour, okay, you're going to shake some of that off. You can see this meat is nice and dry. I'm really happy about that. Now I'm going to put it into my egg mixture here. There we go. And then out again, like so. And let that drip off a little, and then into the flour. Into the flour. These are so nicely done. I didn't have to, you know, tenderize them anymore. They were perfect. I'm going to put the first one in, and it's really nice. Okay. So now I'm going to do another one, and you can see this is not difficult. It's fast, and that's about it. I mean, you just brown them up, and then we're going to make a nice sauce. And now into the egg mixture. Okay, that looks good to me. Whoops, it's coming apart, so I have to be careful. Okay, and now into the egg. to check the one that's in the pan. No, it's nice. It's golden. We'll put this one in here. These are big, so I think I'll just do 2 at a time. When I've got them all browned up, we'll get back to you. So I'm browning up the last of those cube steaks, and as you see, now those are all done, the 3, and I put them on some paper towel until I'm ready to make my sauce. I'm gonna take that frying pan from the onions, and I'm going to add the 3 tablespoons of butter. And you know, you're just getting all that flavor from those onions. Now I use 3 tablespoons of butter. So that's what I did. So you add the butter in there, get it all around, There it is. Easy. This is easy, and it's delightful. You can do this with anything. Okay, so now we get that all, and as I said to you, it looks like mashed potatoes. So 3 and 3, 3 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of flour. Just get it all going there. And now we're going to add the milk. And I do a 1.5 cups of milk to a cup of, to a half a cup of half and half. Okay, so it makes it a little bit richer, huh? Now we're going to start doing this. And I got to lower that flame. I don't want this to burn. Yeah, here I'm thinking I'm making those potatoes, the red and the white. And I thought of that song with Billy Joel. And I love Billy Joel. Bottle of red, bottle of white. And I don't know the rest of the words. So that's all you're going to get. But anyway, I keep repeating that. He is just amazing. So when you're cooking, you know, you can sing along. So now we're getting that nice that look of mashed potatoes, right? Perfect, perfect. Now we're going to add more milk. There's 2 cups of milk. 2 cups. Boy, this better be working this time, because I'm not going to do it again. But it'll be good with those onions. You know, you just, the sauce is so wonderful. Yeah, and I could maybe even make a cauliflower soup, you know, and add that same roux to the cauliflower soup. Would be delicious. So we got to get this to simmer. We got to get it to simmer. Okay. Yeah. Now again, I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. Oh, don't go in there on me. Don't you do that to me now. Teaspoon of salt. And then we'll always taste it. You never do anything without tasting it. So let's just do that here. I'm going to have to put this here because it doesn't want to. I'm going to put a little of that garlic pepper in that, you know. I'm going to put a little garlic pepper, a couple sprinkles. Won't that be good? Okay, so we're getting there. It's starting to bubble again. It's starting to bubble, and we're going to put the rest of the milk in there. Almost there. Almost there. I can't wait for this meal, I'll tell you. It's a wonderful little meal. And it's a company meal, you know. You can make this for company. I'm thinking they would probably really enjoy it, especially on a cold or cool night. Oh, anytime. I don't care when you do it. In the summer, in the winter, who cares, right? When it's good, it's good. We're going to bring that to a... Come on. All right, so 2 cups of milk. Well, I keep saying milk. It's 1.5 cups of milk and a half a cup of half and half. And you don't have to do it. You don't have it. I happen to have it, so I'm making it a little richer. Okay? So now we're going to try to get that up so it starts to thicken. and then wonderful with the onions that were there. Mm. So here we go now. Come on. Didn't know I'd have to make mashed potatoes. With one of these whisks. That's the first for me. I don't know what happened to it. Now I'm thinking maybe it fell back in my counter or something. All right, so that's that. And it's getting that nice creamy consistency. And you have to make sure you cook it through. So that was it. You know, that's it. And I thought, well, you know, maybe I'll just fry up some onions and make another roux so I can show you. Because a lot of people have never made one, or they're afraid of curdling, etc. This is how you do all of your meat gravies, etc. So that's it. I'm just going to take a little swig of that. Oh, that's good. A little bit more, another little teaspoon of salt. Oh, now I hit too much here. Don't want too much, that's for sure. Better to have less, because you can always add. You can always add. And that's it. It came to a complete boil. And I'm just going to toss that salt around a little bit more. That's that. And I think a little bit more pepper. A little more pepper. I put the garlic pepper, but I don't want to overdo it with that either, because I don't want that to rule. I don't want the garlic taste to rule, and I love a peppery sauce. So that's it. That's delicious. That is yummy good. We're going to plate this up, and I'll be with you in a minute. I'm sauteing up a nice sweet onion because I want to add it to my chicken fried steaks. I added a little garlic pepper and some salt to those onions into that butter. I can't tell you how good this smells. Nothing like onions frying in some butter. My goodness. Okay, so now I sauteed those beautiful sweet onions. Look how nice they got, a little golden. Not too well done, because I want a nice flavor and a little crunch to it. And our potatoes are cooking. Soon we'll be plating things up. Okay, so my potatoes are all cooked, and you can see I had some reds and some white potato. And you know what I thought of was Billy Joel, a bottle of red, a bottle of white. You remember that song? Oh, that Billy Joel. I love him. I'm going to mash up these potatoes now. Okay, so here we are now. I'm going to mash up these potatoes. And don't forget to always salt them a little bit. Even though you salted the water, always salt the water. I did that one time and forgot about it. Oh, Lord, I didn't know what I was eating. They just don't work out. Okay, so we're going to put like 3 tablespoons of butter and about 2 ounces of Velveeta cheese into that. Okay, and I'm going to just mix that up. And I have to just do it like this, because believe it or not, I can't find my potato masher. So I don't know where to, and I don't have the time to be looking for it now. So we'll just have to do the best I can with this. So that's how we cook, right? That's how we cook. So I've got those potatoes. Let's look in here a little bit. And there we are. Let's see. Something's goofy here. I think it's my... All right, I'm going to bring it down again. There's my potatoes with the cheese and the butter in it, okay? And a little salt. And now we're going to also add a little milk. Let's see. I'm going to go with a 1/2 cup of milk. So I'm going to just add that to it. And whip that up. And there it goes. That's going real nice, actually. I know I never made it without a potato masher before, but there you have it. Well, we plated up our wonderful meal, and it looks pretty darn good. I want to show you. Here we have our potatoes, our creamy potatoes with our cheddar cheese, and those wonderful, look at these onions, guys. Oh, that goes right to my heart, that one. Oh, I have to have it. Okay, and then we have our delicious chicken fried steak. Look at that, with that wonderful, in fact, I put the onion gravy on it. And I'm just going to cut a little piece of that steak up for myself. And I'm going to dip it into this sauce. Let's see. You're going to watch me? Oh, that's really wonderful. And the creamy potatoes. Try my recipe. It's a simple dish to make. And you know what? It's comfort food all the way, especially with those good little onions. Gotta have another. Enjoy.